Welcome to Fashionably Broke.
I'm kidding, don't use that.
Just wear whatever the hell you
Like,
want.
literally just...
We're living on a McDonald's budget.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you have to dress like it.
I don't know why, but it feels like it's been like longer than a week since we last recorded.
I agree, but I feel like it's felt that, well, I say it's felt that way since the new year, but I guess it's our second episode for the new, third?
Second. Well, yeah, second, technically. Technically third.
Technically third, yeah. But yeah, it's just been, weeks have been, like, dragging.
Yeah, it's like either that or like they're going so fast, but it feels like not fast. But then it also feels fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe that, but that's what I feel. Okay, guys, welcome back to Fashionably Broke podcast, everybody's favorite podcast, your mom's favorite podcast, your cousin's favorite podcast, your uncle's favorite podcast, your dog's favorite podcast. Episode 102. I don't know if I already said that, but it is episode 102. We're back. We're chilly. Ready.
Oh my God, we are.
Ready for winter to end.
Yeah, I mean, it could not come fast enough. It absolutely could not come fast enough. I wore shorts to the gym today, and, like, I almost had to go home and change because, like, I was so white, ugly, and pasty. I was like, my legs can't even see, like, the light of day right now.
Oh, I'm so pale, it's not even funny.
Like, a spray tan's not even saving me nowadays.
No, not at all, but that's fine. Even though, okay, so Kassidy and I both just went through, like, a winter storm where it snowed in both places, and Kassidy, you were like, oh, well, next week it's supposed to be, like, another possible, like, winter storm in, like, Fort Worth, Dallas area. So I, like, looked at the weather in Nashville.
Not good.
On one of the days, the low is 11. And the high is 20.
Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not how I was raised. I don't thrive.
Yeah. So I read that and I was like, this shit better change before it comes, because I don't know, like, you can't even dress warm. Like, I can't, What am I supposed to do? Even though I'm just literally going from my car into work, like, what am I supposed to do?
No, you just don't go. That's what you do.
My feet are going to freeze off. Like, I don't have, like, warm winter work shoes. Like, my feet are showing.
Well, I guess that's what I was like, what would you do, though? But I've seen those TikToks of people who live in, like, New York, and they are literally wearing their snow boots walking to work, and then, like, when they get to their desk, they change into heels.
Then they change. And I was literally...
No, that can never be me.
But I was literally thinking, I was like, okay, do I just need to, like, wear my Uggs into work and then change as soon as I get upstairs? Like, what? I'm going to have to. My feet are going to freeze off.
Yeah. I would probably just do that. Or, like, I wish you could just wear Uggs the entire day. Because, like, have you seen outside?
No.
That's what I would tell people. Have you seen it?
No, literally. And also, I mean, just, like, and I get, like, everyone likes, you know, winter because you can, like, wear more layers. So you can, like, look cuter. Like, you can wear, like,
no, not me.
Layered outfits. Like, you can like, really, really dress up in the winter because, like, you're more covered. But I'm like, not when it's this cold. When it's this cold, I'm going to look ugly. Like, when it's this cold, I'm going to wear the frumpiest, thickest sweaters and pants that I own, and I'm going to look like a sack of potatoes because I'm so cold.
Right. Like, this isn't a, let's try to look cute. This is, I'm trying to be as warm as freaking possible now.
I'm trying not to get frostbite.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, it's still pretty chilly here, but things have warmed up, but it's looking like next week we might be getting another, I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore, for being so realistic. It just, like, it is what it is at this point.
I just can't believe it snowed that much in Dallas.
Yeah.
And Fort Worth.
Yeah, no, we did get a good amount. It was a little crazy. I was going stir crazy, that's for sure. Because, like, yes, I work from home, and, like, I'm home most of the time, so, like, that means, like, I at least have to be running at least one errand a day to get my ass out of the house. Like, I have to get out the house. So when I wasn't, I was going crazy, like, absolutely going crazy. So I don't need a repeat of
Yeah.
whatever that just was.
I know. I don't think it's so far I don't think it's supposed to snow like next week, but it's gonna be cold as hell, and I'm
See, that's the
not
thing of
looking forward to
I
that.
don't know if there's gonna be like ice and snow involved in this, or if it's just gonna be like so cold. So we'll have to keep y'all updated.
Yeah. But anywho, let's just jump right into the episode. So Cassidy, start us off, highs and lows. We can recap. What have you been up to?
We can recap. Friday, I really just took a chill day because it was still like icy and everything. Saturday, we went out for a friend's birthday, so that was fun. It was like a girls' PJ night, and then like we like went to a few bars after that. But I'm just ready for like a dressed up night out with all your closest girlfriends, just like meeting hot guys and just like having a night, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I actually want to tell a story about going out and meeting hot guys because when I tell you, and he listened to the New Year's Eve episode, or the New Year's episode, I should say, because like he like told me like parts of the episode like as he was listening.
I'm dead.
And yeah, so like I hope he listens to this and I hope I can confess my love to him on here because I'm not kidding, Maddie. This was one of the hottest guys that I've ever met in my entire life.
Slay.
Like, and I showed you pictures of him. Like, he's a 12.
Very attractive. Yes.
12 out of 10. But I just don't think it's ever going to go anywhere, and that's okay.
Have y'all hung out?
No, he travels, like, for work all the time. Like, he's in Rome right now.
Just travel to him. Duh.
Duh. Can I just tag along here if you don't mind?
a date in a different country and or state.
Exactly. But yeah, that's my little side thing. It's just like, I don't know. I've been really open to like going out and like putting myself out there, talking to new people, which I've never done. Like, if you're not going to come up to me, I'm not going to go up to you kind of thing. No, I'll go up to you now.
Guys are chickens. Like, they don't go
Speak.
up to girls.
Right. So like I've started going up to people and like it's really worked in my favor. I mean, it hasn't really gotten me anywhere, but like at least I'm putting myself out there.
Exactly, but that's all you can do.
Right. So hopefully I get to do that this weekend. So I'm excited about that. Highs, lows. High is my hat. I'm obsessed. I
love it.
You would think that this company is paying me to promote this hat, but they're not. I would love it if they would. It's Sweet Hat Co. And I just love their whole like brand in general. I mean, their marketing, he slays the house down. Like, I would love to know his budget for these photo shoots and these like videos because they're absolutely insane. And this isn't just like a, oh, let's record this on an iPhone. Like, no, it's a full like movie production. And I love it. I love everything about it. This hat was on pre-order. It finally got here. I think they're already all sold out. I think everything on his website is sold out because when they're sold out, he just like completely locks the website and it's been locked for a few days now. But I've got to get more because I'm obsessed. I want like a sweater next or like a hoodie.
I'm dead. Isn't it the brand that he uses his grandpa as the model? I love it.
Yeah, he uses his grandpa, his dad sometime, and then of course like he's in some of them. But yeah, that it's the like grandpa that got me because I was like, oh my gosh, wait, this grandpa is styling and profiling. Like, this looks amazing. So that's what really like brought me in. And I've gone down like a deep hole. Like, he's been posting on YouTube of like, you know, how he started his brand, why he started his brand.
Cool.
And like, I'm just always so invested in things like that. Like, I want to know like where and how you started because like I think that's the hardest part for even me. Like, I would love to start a brand, but like actually work with a manufacturer and not just like have something like embroidered on like an auto hat, you know? But like it's the getting started where I'm like, so where do I go? What do I do?
Yeah.
You need how much money from me?
Yeah, and so I keep up. Do you know the TikToker Madeline? I want to say her last name's White, but I also am not 100% sure. She's like in the UK. Well, she's from the UK. She's like engaged to that DJ. So she's like a fashion TikToker type girl. And she like got famous because she would like flip stuff in her closet. So she would pretty much just like cut it up and then like turn it into something else or like wear it in a different way that's not supposed to be worn. Yeah. So I feel so bad just kind of like speaking on that. I feel so bad because she has been like wanting to start this brand called like See You Tomorrow, because that's how she closes out all of her videos, is See You Tomorrow. And so she started this pajama brand, and like she had worked really, really hard. She did her first launch. People ripped her a new one. Basically just like the stuff was expensive, but like people were saying, why am I paying this much money for it to be like this type of material? So then basically she was like, okay, we're just going to sell what we sold. I'm not going to sell the rest of the inventory. So she basically started over from scratch, working with a new manufacturer, like all these things, like putting her blood, sweat, and tears.
Wait, this didn't just happen, right? This
no, it
like
did.
The whole Cecilia thing
no,
too?
No, this is like a different pajama company. Like it all kind of like launched again at the same time as like the Cecilia people. Oh, so okay. She like put in all this work and like found a really good manufacturer, and then she like released. Everyone was super excited, and then people were just tearing her apart again. It was like mainly like this one girl was just, she left like, or she did like 35 like basically like hate videos over like Madeline and her company. That's the shit
that would happen to me when I started.
And no, it was insane. And like I watched, she posted like a 4-part like video, basically just like, listen, like here's the bottom line. This is everything that we do. This is like how everything is made, because there was like a couple slip ups, but of course when you start a brand, like there's gonna be like a couple slip ups. That's life, you know, like you can only go over it so many times, and if you only have like a small team, you only have a small set of eyes on, you know, your release, blah blah blah, right? And I'm like, that's just like one scary thing, but like people just don't understand how much work goes into it. And then like one tiny thing and they're like, this is the worst thing ever. But it's like, come on, people. Come on.
Like, especially like money wise, going to like a manufacturer, and like, you know, you can't just get like one sample and be like good. You can't sell just 5 things. Like you have to buy in bulk, and like for your first release, people to be absolutely shitting on you, never wanting to buy again. It's like, what is happening?
And there was like literally nothing wrong. People were just being assholes.
Rude. Yeah, that's actually my biggest fear in life. But yeah, that's my high. Love my hats. I've been obviously on a hat kick for like a year now, and I just want to buy more and more and more. My low, which I know we'll probably touch on later, TikTok getting banned. I don't know. Where do we stand with that? I don't freaking know, but that's my low, because I hate the unknown, and like this is such the unknown.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. But Maddie, weekend recap, highs, lows. Did you do anything fun? I feel like we once again haven't talked in ages.
I haven't done shit since the new year started.
So maybe that's why we feel like we haven't talked, because usually I feel like we can have some like recaps over text and being like, I did this, look at this, or like, but we've just been like sitting on our ass.
Yeah, no, I literally haven't done anything pretty much at all since the new year started. I've spent 2 weekends in not doing anything.
No, biggest fear.
No, I know. And yeah, it's not good. I'm unwell. I'm not thriving. The weather was bad, so I like worked from home on Friday, and then again just because the weather was bad, so I was like, okay, so I did stuff around the house, like finally took down all my Christmas decorations, cleaned. Saturday rolled around and I was like, okay, I need to get out of the house. Literally didn't do it. I just went to Target. Did a super exciting trip out to Target, and then Morgan and I did like a little impromptu date night, which was fun. It was at home. We just did like a movie night, like a bunch of snacks, you know, just hanging out and literally not doing anything.
Love.
Sunday, literally just finally put away my 4 baskets of laundry.
Getting
my
stuff
room.
done, knocking it out.
Yeah, but if I don't do anything this weekend, I'm gonna
Go crazy.
hit the quan. Gonna hit the quan. To those that don't know what that means,
but it's hilarious.
Okay, I stole it off of TikTok because I got in the really bad habit of saying I'm gonna kill myself. Not actually, guys. Not actually. Just, you know, it was just a figure of speech. Yeah, it just came out. But like, I got like so in the habit of saying that. So I saw this video on TikTok of this girl saying like it's her 2025 like New Year's resolution not to say that. So instead she's gonna say I'm gonna hit the quan. And let's just say I have been hitting the quan a lot since the New Year started. But honestly, I kind of love it because some people are like, "What?
No,
what did you just say?" And I'm like, "It's so great."
Funny because like obviously you and I know about it now because Maddie like told me like what she was trying to do and I was like, okay, like I'll jump on it. So like when we send it back and forth, it's funny, but
literally
like
gonna hit the quan.
I tried doing it with Kristen and she's like,
no, I've been sending it to everybody and people are like, what? And I'm like, I'm trying not to say I'm gonna myself. But I don't know who posted that on TikTok, so I'm sorry I can't give them credit, but like it's the funniest thing. So if you're in the habit of saying I'm gonna myself, start saying I'm gonna hit the quan. What else? I literally like I haven't done anything, so I better do something this weekend or I'm gonna be pissed. No, I actually have a friend's birthday party. So we're gonna do brunch on Saturday morning ish, and then we're gonna go out, but it's supposed to rain, which number one, pissed about. Number two, I like want to dress up, but love her. And honestly, this is kind of a great idea. She's like, honestly, just cash. Like, go like sporty cash, like leggings. Let's go to brunch and then drink all day long. So like, let's be as comfortable as possible because it's also cold. The weather's supposed to be bad. And I'm like, okay, slay. But I'm like, I still have to like dress it up.
So that was almost me with like, because the birthday party I went to is PJ theme, but I was like itching to dress up. And I was like I love a PJ night, but like, so y'all be looking at my Instagram of what I'm wearing this weekend because I gotta do something.
I know. I'm trying to think. I thought I had some updates for you guys, but I guess maybe not. Highs, lows. I don't think I have anything. I thinned out my eyebrows. I know you probably can't even tell, but I thinned out my eyebrows for the first time in forever. I have not tweezed those things in forever. So
wow, they look great.
Cleaned those up. That's about it. I guess
life's fun.
Yeah, I'm like, I have so many great updates. I was really trying to think of something exciting for you guys, but I don't think I really have anything exciting for you guys.
That's
so
okay.
Hopefully I have some great stories next week, but let's just jump right in to the TikTok ban, because here's my thing is whether it's going away or if it's not going away, the thing that I'm most mad about is that I feel like I have star potential and I didn't reach my star potential on TikTok. And I'm just like really pissed about that because number one, I was lazy. Okay, I was lazy. I'm lazy. And I just like didn't ever post TikToks. But then when I posted TikToks that I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. But I think it's really just hilarious in my brain. Literally no one thought it was funny. And like my goal was to like have a funny TikTok and like, you know, become a comedian star off of TikTok. And that didn't happen. So I think my time is up and I think I missed my chance. I think the world missed their chance to see just how...
A shining light.
How to see this stardom.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, I like truly... I don't do any research on literally anything. And I thought it was like, haha, funny, like... I knew that it was like being brought up to like be banned, but I was like, there's no way. Like, we have so many other problems in this world.
Right, there's no way.
There's no way. And then people were like, no, like, actually it got passed to be banned. So, I thought this was a joke.
No, that's my thing, is like, I thought this was like, y'all just wanted to create such a freaking fuss, and then it would just end up being nothing.
Or they would forget.
So I usually, like, I deep dive into stuff like this, but this was so, like, this is such a joke. Like, there's no way people make billions of dollars combined in America off this app. There's no way. Like, this is people's livelihood. No way. But, like, I think we're at the point of where I'm like, oh shit, this is happening.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm still in denial. I still don't believe it. I just don't believe we're going to wake up January 19th and it's going to be gone. And I just think it's a crazy coincidence that it's like the day before, like, the presidential inauguration. Like, just a random day. Like, oh, let's do January 19th. That sounds a little cray. So, I think it is going to get banned. 110%. I think the app's just going to vanish off of our phone.
See, I don't think it's going to vanish. It's going to be gone from the App Store. And then if it's still on your phone, it just isn't able to update at all. So basically, it's like we won't be able to use it because our VPNs, like, basically our location is the US, and so I think all of the weird stuff that doesn't actually exist in the internet app world, you know, all the code, you know, I think that's obviously just going to be like paused. And so it'll still be on our phones. We'll still be, I think, able to open it, but like I don't think it's going to like update. So I don't think that we'll even be able to see, like, I think we'll be able to see like a few videos, but like if we go to refresh the app, you know, nothing else is going to show up. Like, it's just going to be the same 5 videos that were like already loaded.
Right. So I'm wondering, because I think it'll be banned for a few days, maybe a few weeks. I don't know, but I think it's going to come back.
Yeah.
I really do. I think they're going to overturn this. It's going to come back. But my question is, like, are people's accounts going to be, like, deleted?
I kind of
hope.
Are you
just going to...
Let's everyone just, like, start afresh.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was so funny. I was literally talking about this at lunch the other day, and it was so funny. I was like, it was like, they were like comparing it to like the Hunger Games. Like, it's just going to be gone, and we're going to start again, and everyone starts back at square one. And I was like, what if that happened every year? Like, January 1, followers just drop to 0, and you just start over again and again each year.
Well, I would be in the same position that I have been in for the past 5. How long have I been using the app? 4 years? 5 years? 4?
Literally, me as well. And I'm so mad. I will kick myself forever for being like, I'm not getting TikTok, because I never really had Vine. I was not really a Vine girly whatsoever.
I had it, but like I didn't use it like everyone else used it. Like, I would watch some videos, and like I found like Viners. It was like all like the little frat guys.
Yeah.
Like the preppy little frat guys. But like I didn't like watch it as like hardcore as everyone else. Like, I could care less about it. I could have cared less about it, which, like, what was I thinking? Time. Yeah, what was I thinking? 1, and then 2, why the hell, when I first started to get on TikTok, like, why the hell wasn't I making videos?
Right.
This whole time, why the hell have I not been making videos?
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm just like itching for like a new app of like some, like, starting fresh and just like doing stuff from there. Well, I don't know. So I really hope something.
Well, and 2, there's like a couple points. I feel like this whole episode's just going to be about TikTok. A couple things. I have like a couple things. Because 1, everyone is like talking about all the influencers that got famous on the app and that like religiously use the app. They're like, what are y'all going to do? You know, you're going to have to get jobs. You're going to have to get jobs. And a lot of the influencers are like, well, number 1, like, I had a job before I started this. So like, yes, I have a degree. I could get a job. But also, I'm like, just because TikTok goes away does not mean that they're going to not have a job because you have all the other apps. Like, people that post on TikTok are still posting on Instagram, are still getting ads on Instagram, are still making a crap ton of money from Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
people are not losing their, like, influencers are not losing their source of
Their
income or,
platform
like,
completely, yeah.
jobs. Yeah, they're probably going to lose a lot of followers once TikTok is out of the picture. But, like, I feel like a lot of people then that, like, follow people on TikTok or, like, that follow them on TikTok are going to go, like, follow them on Instagram just to, like, still see their content. So that's one thing.
So, but I feel like this is like the start of like long form video coming back.
Yeah.
And I really think a lot of TikTokers, if they're not already on YouTube,
vlog.
they're just gonna vlog like their daily lives. And I think that's gonna be like the kickstart like of YouTube again, because I know everyone's been saying like it's coming back, which I watch YouTube. I love YouTube.
Oh, I
Like,
watch YouTube all the time. I've always watched it. Never got rid of it.
Right. I could sit there and watch vlogs all day. Like, I'm always so interested in everyone's, like, day-to-day life and just, like, the cool things they have going on. So I really think YouTube is going to boom within these next few months. And I'm just so curious brand-wise what they're saying about TikTok. Like, brands based in the U.S. and, like, huge brand deals based in the U.S., how they're going about that.
I
Like,
think
because there are brand deals out there that are $100K for posting on TikTok. Here's $100K. Okay, so when TikTok doesn't exist, like,
I think it's all going to transfer over to Instagram.
But if you look at Kennedy has 1 million followers on TikTok. She does not have 1 million on Instagram.
Yeah.
Nowhere close to 1 million. So I wonder from, like, the analytics and, like, the money side of businesses, like, I wonder if they're freaking out or being like, what do we do? Or like, we're not paying you that money if it's not posted on TikTok, you know? Like, I would love to get on that side of TikTok for the next 7 days. So let me know how to get on there, and businesses, please talk about this because I'm invested in, like, that part of it.
I am dead. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like everything's just going to move over to Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think you just rewrite the contract real quick, or like, hey, terms are still the same. Like, obviously, people are going to brands are going to be like, okay, obviously they don't have 1 million followers on Instagram, but, like, we have a contract. We'll just take out terms, TikTok, sub it with either YouTube and or Instagram, and, like, just, hey, for, obviously, we just lost TikTok. Like, for the time being, post everything that, like, we've already agreed to over on your other social media. And then, I think brands are going to, like, kind of finish out whatever contracts they have now, and then are going to kind of, like, reevaluate, be like, okay, hold on. What are we going to do next? Like, how are we going to do this? Because, I mean, but think about it. Before TikTok, we only had Instagram, and that's how so many influencers started.
Right.
So I think it's just going to kind of go back to that.
Because,
for
like,
the time being.
I know there's a ton of people who do make a lot of money off TikTok creator, like the creator fund, but a lot of people do not. Like, it's like to know it. It's brand deals on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like you said, it's not all streaming from TikTok, and half the time TikTok's not even the one paying them.
I also think, and, like, this I feel like isn't necessarily, like, kind of our audience, but the amount of influencers that make so much money on Snapchat by just posting stories, I think that's going to get even bigger, because, like, there are influencers, content creators, let's just call them content creators, that, like, okay, David Dobrik, for example, like, he used to do his, like, mini vlogs on YouTube, which, again, I feel like that could be brought back, just doing mini vlogs. His vlogs were, like, 4 minutes, around 4 to 5 minutes every single week. Like, that's all he posted, just a 4-minute, 5-minute vlog.
Yeah.
But, like, he obviously doesn't do vlogs anymore, and he solely makes I mean, of course, he's invested in stuff, but, like, all of his, like, money that he makes from anything social media-wise is all through Snapchat.
Yeah.
And
I would
millions.
also like to think, like, when you're making this kind of money that content creators are making, like, you do invest in different areas. You have to, because at the end of the day, like, you should know that this social media could take a awful turn
Mm-hmm.
within a day, and you never like. So I feel like a lot of people like have not been planning for this, but like they're investing in different things and they make their money in different ways.
I think the only people that like have to be concerned are the like and like this is not me being mean at all, but like, you know, the very micro influencers that like every now and then pop up where it's like they have like 10 to like maybe 30,000 followers and they're like, oh, I don't work anymore and like I've switched to like full-time content, and I'm like, okay, that you might have to get another job. Like,
yeah, it's like the like, oh, I just got fired and now I'm, you know, becoming a content creator. Like I'm unemployed and like I'm gonna become a content creator based off this and see how much I can grow. I'm like, sometimes I wish that was me, but like in this point, like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah. But another point or another thing that I wanted to bring up, and I think I already forgot, but
But while we're at it, follow me on Instagram at Kassidy Maddy.
yeah, but I do kind of think that, and at Maddy Schweppy, MADDYSCHWEPP, I also think that, like, not gonna lie, hot take, it might be kind of good for all of us to get a little break from TikTok.
Yeah, my
to help
brain
with
rot will hopefully go
our
away.
attention span. Honestly, this could be great news for like the TV and movie industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, of course, it's gonna have its pros and cons, but like it is kind of hard to like imagine life without TikTok because it's been so long, so many years, and like we've all become crippling addicted to it. Like,
Yeah, let's not remember, guys, we've lived without it before. We haven't always had this.
yeah. And then all of the people in like the UK or like all over the world, they're like, oh my God, TikTok's gonna be like so boring without all of the Americans.
All the crazy Americans.
I mean, because the app was heavily influenced by everything that like went on over here. So,
100%. 110%.
but yeah,
So
so
we'll have to see.
who knows? Maybe I have a chance to get famous on another app. Give other people a chance.
Me.
Blow up the podcast, please.
Love of God, please. Begging.
I mean, long form content. Another
here.
thing that I feel like people are just gonna go, that are content creators on TikTok, they're just gonna go into podcasting.
Yeah, I think they're already all there.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, no, so it's kind of crazy. I like really thought this was a joke.
Yeah, but it's giving that it's not a joke, so we're just gonna have to see how it plays out. I guess by next week we'll know, right? By next episode?
Yeah, by next episode we'll know.
Right? Yeah.
And I mean, I do plan on consuming as much TikTok as possible while I still have it.
I know, I'm like, why am I still like using these like making TikToks? I'm like, it's about to like go away. Why am I wasting my time? But I'm like,
I
I'm
mean,
still gonna do it.
yeah.
It's fine.
Instagram just doesn't have the sense of humor that TikTok does.
No, and it never will. Instagram
And the
is like
people
so
are
much more
mean.
serious compared to like TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok's just like a
But-
fun time.
But again, maybe that can help Instagram. I bet you Zuckerberg is very
Oh.
excited.
Meta's thriving. They couldn't be more excited.
They're like, hell yes.
God, maybe I should go
Little,
buy
like,
some stock
like,
in Meta.
little do y'all know, they're probably behind the ban. They're the ones that started it. They were like, get rid of it. We're slacking over here. Like, our numbers are failing.
Yeah, no, I agree. But talking about brands and brand deals, brand trips, tripping with Tarte.
Tripping with Tarte.
Tripping with Tarte. I mean, these trips come at the worst damn time possible.
They do.
They really do.
They
Like,
really do. Poor Maureen.
every time.
Every
like,
time.
And it's just like, oh, it's awful. And yes, I want to bring up, I totally forgot in the beginning, but, you know, praying for everyone who's affected by the LA fires that are still ongoing. I mean, I think they've better contained it, but it's just absolutely insane the amount of people who were affected, just to see like the before and the after of like a whole neighborhood just like burnt to ashes. Like it's just a weird eerie feeling that it's like I feel like that's not supposed to happen and that shouldn't be happening. So yeah, praying for all of them. I know you've seen all over Instagram where to donate. You know, if that's clothes, if that's shoes, if that's money, if that's food, anything and everything. So yeah, just look over at literally any influencer's Instagram and you can find donations. But with that being said, the Tarte trip literally happened a day after like all of that started, maybe 2 days. Like, I mean, it's just these Tarte trips are.
Yeah. So a lot of people, like, obviously we haven't seen that much content about it because like a lot of influencers are basically saying like, hey, yes, I'm obviously on Tripping with Tarte, but like, you know, it just doesn't feel that right to post. But like, I know that Tarte is donating a ton of money. They're matching for every influencer on the trip. They're matching like 10K to donate to, you know, everybody affected by the fires in California. And then they're doing, God, so many other things. Like I was watching Remy Bader's TikTok before, like a little bit before we got on to record, and she just like listed off everything that like they're donating, you know, for the trip and like because of the trip, and they're giving influencers the opportunity to donate all of the product that they were given, to basically just take it and get it donated, instead of them taking it home, or they're doing like the double, like they can take it home, but then they're also like Tarte's also gonna donate all of the products that were pretty much given to the influencers. But here's my thing with Tripping with Tarte. I get it's like a yearly, I mean, at this point it's like multiple times a year like trip that Tarte does, and it's, you know, a huge thing. But like I would have thought that they would like kind of change things up year after year. Like the first year it blew up, we were like, oh my God, we were all like starstruck and like, holy crap, I want to go.
Insane.
But like this year they were going through all the stuff in the room and I was like, this is literally the same stuff. Everything is the same. They're just on a different island.
Right. I just, God, I want to tread lightly because what I say on the internet will be on here forever.
If Maureen wants to invite us, I'm down.
Yeah. So I think it was cool that she did have some micro influencers or just like regular people there who like won the trip through social media. I think that's been very cool. But I almost thought they would, I mean, it's the same people going on these trips. The exact same influencers. Like, it is no different. So, first of all, a little confused on that. Like you said, it has been a little bit of, like, repetitive.
I mean, it's all the same thing.
It's all the same thing. And, like, yes, I understand you think you're going to get, like, as much, like, views because, like, the first time you did this, it was insane. But, like...
Yeah, gotta mix it up.
God, we're sounding spoiled on TikTok, but, like... Been there, done that, seen that. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I just wonder what those trips are actually like when it comes down to it. Because, like, some of these people hate each other. Well, some of these people have talked shit about each other on social media. And they're all in the same setting. So I just wonder what the tensions are like. I'm wondering if it's like a girls trip where it's like, hey, I'm so sorry, I know I said that about you, like, I didn't really mean it, was wrong of me to say that. Like, I just want to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, well, Kennedy talked about it in her podcast that Tarte, they like jumped on a call and they're like, Kennedy, guess what, like, Brianna is going, y'all are going to be going at the same time, you know, like, we hope you're not upset with us, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, that's insane.
So I think that's kind of crazy that they, like, stated that fully to her because, like, yes, it was a big deal. And, like, yes, Kennedy feels like she was, like, attacked on their, like, live show. But I'm like, I feel, not that we're done and over with it, but, like, I feel like that was a while ago. And, like, for them to be keeping tabs on, like, who hates who, who's this, you know, let's plan Kennedy's yoga at this time, Breeze at, like, I wonder if they're actually going that deep into, like, all of these events, because you know there's multiple people who like just don't like each other. And then also I want to say poor Brie, but I just don't know if I can say that anymore because I just don't know how I feel about her anymore. But like she just brought this rando dude on the Tarte trip. Like,
yeah.
Maddie, would you believe if I got invited on the Tarte trip and I was just like, hey, Maddie, I'm actually going to meet this guy I met on Hinge. You mind?
I would be pissed.
No, yeah. But I'm just like, and I understand, like, I don't know, is it for the bet? Like, I don't think it's for the bet anymore.
Yeah, who is he?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, because I saw, like, a video that, like, Tarte posted, you know, like, how they do the interviews, and, like, about, talking about, like, who they brought on the trip, and she was like, oh, I brought my fake boyfriend, who I, like, maybe could be my real boyfriend after this.
Yeah.
I'm like, no judge, no nothing, but, like, you know, maybe we should take a little step back from men right now. You know, be single. Live it up.
Right. I mean, you've been doing so well. It just seems like you're really finding yourself again. Like, you're figuring things out with Plan Brie, what to do. Like, maybe we should just stay
on that path.
A little more focused on that. But I also think she's just a relationship girly, which I've never... I would love to be in a relationship, but, like, the relationships just don't find me for some reason. So I'm just always blown away by people. It's just like, boyfriend.
I'm not a relationship girl at all. Obviously, I'm in one, but like, I was also single for almost more than like 5 years.
Right.
Happy, content as can be. Yeah, sure, going on dates, but like not ready to be tied down.
Yeah.
It took me a lot to be tied down.
It took me a lot. Well...
And, like, I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand that. Or you can be from, like, guy to guy to guy and be like, that's my boyfriend. And I'm like,
right.
What?
Oh, wow. That's your boyfriend. Okay. Like, I thought we were...
Living it up.
Good for you. Good for you. This is such a freaking side note. Okay. So, this is such a side note. I'm so sorry. But since we're talking about dating... I've officially deleted Hinge. Like, I didn't pause my account. I deleted the whole entire thing. And I started a Facebook dating.
You started what?
A Facebook dating? Yes, they have a dating. They have dating. And, like, I'm still so embarrassed to say that because it's like, who are you finding on, like, Facebook dating? Oh, girls.
Really?
Download Facebook dating. 12 out of 10. Like, guys are hot. Like, guys will actually, like, text you, ask you on dates. Like, I don't know.
And you don't think that they're catfishes? Because I feel like, not to freak you out, but I feel like Facebook is, like, known for, like, catfishes.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Instagram. Or,
Honestly,
like,
they could
spam.
be. Yeah, they could be. But, okay, the thing that I like is, like, you'll never match with someone you're friends with, but it will be, like, mutuals. You know? So, like, say I'm not friends with, like, Morgan on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, no. Actually, say I'm friends with Morgan on Facebook, and, like, there's a guy.
Friend.
Right. So
Makes
it'll
sense.
match me with, like, the friend. So I usually deep dive. I do some more research because it'll tell you the mutual friends. Usually go to the mutual friend, look up the name, find first, last, go to Instagram. I do my checks, but honestly, like, it's been a breath of fresh air.
Oh, well, good.
You know? But there was this one guy. I'm familiar with him. He's the biggest asshole to actually ever exist. He talked to my friend for, I don't even know how long, if that was even, like, an actual thing. And, like, he just, like, hates our friend group. Hates. And, like, they just think they're so funny. So he tried, like, he liked me on Facebook.
And you're like, get the hell away from me.
Oh, just wait. But, like, you can write, like, a message to someone that you're liking. You will never believe what this man said.
What?
This man liked me and commented on my photo and said, she's fatter in person.
What a dick.
Can you believe that? That is what I woke up to this morning, is someone that I despise and hate. And he literally matched with me just to comment on my photo saying that I'm fatter in person. Mm-hmm.
What a dick.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah.
What a dick.
But that's just like such a side note. Like, I don't even know how I got so sidetracked by like this, but like, yeah, try out Facebook dating if you girls are like over Hinge, because to me it's a breath of fresh air until, you know, a guy just calls you fat. So
I need to like
fine.
see who this person is after this
he's
episode.
the ugliest guy you could ever imagine.
Like, what? I'm just so confused because like I just don't understand how people are like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna say this.
Right. How someone
What?
our age can just sit there and message and say, ha, yeah, you're fatter in person. Okay. Thank you.
Like, he's a Karen.
No. Literally.
Like, he's probably ugly.
Oh, he is ugly. I can tell you that for sure.
Ha. You're get that. Take that.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that's where I'm sitting, but like, oh well.
But yeah, the trip in with Tarte. I mean, like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I would love to be involved, but I think at this point in the world right now, I think that like the trip in with Tarte like had its moment with the viewers, with like the onlookers, with the normal consumers.
Yes.
But I kind of feel like
it's kind of getting chuggy. I'll say it. I'll say
like,
it.
The content, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Like, my life sucks. I'm at working a 9 to 5. I'm depressed and, you know, just like getting through the day.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if I could go on a vacation.
Yeah.
It would be really nice. I haven't been to the
No.
beach in like almost 4 years. I'd like to go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen, please invite me.
Yeah, let me know, sis. I'll show up anywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, I
But
just
like,
feel like
I almost wish it would have like it's been on an island so many times. Like, it's the middle
Go skiing.
of winter. Take them to the mountain.
yeah, go skiing.
Take them to like Montana
Well, I mean,
and do like this whole like different thing.
They've done
Like,
that
I think
though.
that
They
Have
did
they?
that last year. They went to Montana. They did Dubai. They should go to like South Africa.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, that'd be so cool. Go on a safari. Like, that would be cool. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to branch out. So like next time, just let us know. We can help you plan. We can tag along, and like we'll make it bigger and better.
Well, and like even the products that they were gifted, like I just feel like I didn't see anything like new.
Well, you know that's why they did this
Before.
is because they're launching their setting spray.
I'm not seeing a single person talk about it.
It's called like Locked In.
But like the stuff that they were gifted, I was like, they've been gifted that every trip.
Oh, and then Aspen, I forget her last name, the one that got a divorce.
Yeah, what's her lore?
I don't know. I never really keep up with her, but like she just talks about her mother-in-law all the time and like weird. But apparently like she came out with an eyeshadow with Tarte, like when Tarte first came out like years ago, and then she just launched another collab with Tarte.
Damn.
So like that's another new product, but that was like just Aspen oriented. But yeah, I really only got on the Aspen train when she was like going through. She like hard launched her divorce. I was like, okay.
I've never been on it. Obviously, I like everyone is posting about like, oh my god, the Aspen chick, whatever. But like lately, she's been like all over everyone's TikTok. But I'm also like, I just don't understand. And like, I went to her page the other day, and she was like talking, but I was so lost on what the hell she was talking about that I was like, I don't even care to like search to find out what the heck she's talking
almost
about.
like Taylor Swift. Like you're just there's so much information. I'm just not even gonna try.
See,
you know,
I just can't do that. But like, speaking of lore, the thing is like I want lore. The word, I love how like lore is like now every other TikTok I'm like lore, and it's now become a part of my vocabulary. But like I want lore, because like Hallie Bachelor, whatever, she is hilarious. And I saw someone else talking about her podcast and how
I saw the exact thing. I know
basically she's just like, I mean, like I have bad extensions. Like I always had bad extensions. It's literally just a part of my lore. Like it's just a part of my lore. Like it's who I am. It's my story. Like all of that. And like I'm like I need lore. Like what's my lore? I need to develop my lore. Like you know. So I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm like, what is my lore? Like,
see, I just take lore as in because I saw another TikTok where they are like talking about it too, and just being like, it's just a part of my lore. Like when they make bad decisions, or
it's
like
part of my lore.
Yeah, it's like a part of my lore, or like, oh, that guy's ugly. Like, oh, well, it's just a part of my lore. Like,
yeah,
so it's just who I am. Sorry. So I feel like I've been on that kick as well, and I've really been enjoying it because like that's how I'm gonna justify everything.
It's just part of my lore.
It's just a part of my lore. Take it or leave it, baby.
Yeah, I made a stupid decision. It's a part of my lore.
Exactly.
It is what it
I
is.
will continue doing, and it will just become me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, my next note, I feel like, honestly, I'm like, have we been shitting on so many people this episode? Like, are we mean? Are we being mean girls right now? Because I might kind of shit on someone else. Ooh, I'm a mean girl, I guess. Okay, so I watched, number one, Jake Shane's podcast, Therapist, love it. I'm a big fan, die hard. I think I've watched every single episode, kept up every single episode. Well, this morning I was like, because I always watch a podcast when I get ready for work. And I was like, what do I want to watch? What do I want to watch? And the Therapist episode with Noah Beck came on. And it's like the first episode of that Jake's released since like 2025 started, the new year. And I was like, I forgot Noah Beck existed. Let me watch this episode. Like, let me see what it's about. Because he was in a movie called
Sidelines.
And so like,
or sidelined. No, Sidelines.
I have no idea.
Sidelines.
Not a clue. Not a clue, even though I watched the entire episode. And so, like, he was, like, talking about that, the movie, and his journey into acting. And I got the biggest ick.
That's just crazy.
Ever. Because he's hot.
He's so hot.
So hot.
He's so hot.
But, like, every time he opened his mouth, I was just like, ick. Ick, 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 ick.
See, I think that's my problem. Like, I loved it. I loved it.
Really?
And I love him. And I love Sidelines. Have you watched it?
No.
It's such a feel-good, like, cheesy movie. You know those are my favorite. And, like, it is amazing. And this sounds so stupid, but I don't care. I always feel like, obviously, they are all part of the Sway, or he was a part of the Sway House. You know, he was a part of, like, the OG, you know, boy TikToker. Yeah. And I just felt like from the beginning,
like he didn't belong.
No, I just felt like from the beginning he was like made for something more.
Okay.
Like I think he's so hot. Like
he's
you're just
so
made
hot.
for
it's
something
like
more.
He is so hot. That's the thing, is he's so hot. So it's just like, but here's the thing. And again, no hate. I'm gonna sound like a terrible person. Like I promise I'm not a terrible person. I'm sorry.
Who cares?
But
just
like,
say it.
And this is such a good trait and like quality, and I'm just like, I don't know why I got the ick. Okay, well, he kept talking about like musicals and like how he loved musicals, and I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. Ick number one. And then this is gonna be so mean because like he's such a nice, genuine person, and this isn't hate, but like I guess this is just like my taste in men. He was like so like soft spoken, as in like actually speaking softly, that I was just like when a guy, especially a pretty guy, like this is what gives me the ick. This is a major ick. Is like when a pretty guy that like sometimes you like look at them and you're like, you're so pretty that like you're so pretty hot that like I don't know like if I'm attracted to that because like you're just like you are too hot, you're too pretty that I just like can't do the pretty boy. But then when they talk like, oh, yeah, like, I obviously I can't do it. I'm not a guy. But, like, I can just, like, hear it where it's, like, just so, like, oh, like, yeah.
It's like they're trying to play it chill.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, every time he opened his mouth, I was like, stop.
See,
please,
and that's
just, like,
why
stop trying to sound sexy, sultry. Just, like, talk. Talk normal. Like, I want to hear a manly voice.
You know, and that's why I fall for...
Put a little oof behind it, you know? Like, not just like, and yeah, like, The Greatest Showman's, like, my favorite movie. Like, it's my favorite. No, say it with your chest. Yeah, The Greatest Showman's my favorite movie. Like, say it with your chest. Like, don't get, like, and yeah. Like, I don't want no, like, whisper singing talking.
Right,
say it with your chest. If The Greatest Showman's your favorite movie, just say it. Don't be like...
Yeah, but my problem is I look past all this because the way he looks. I look past all of it. Like, he is so hot. Like, and he's just gotten hotter and hotter and hotter, and I just can't explain it.
No, I mean,
like,
he is. But then, like, I was also listening to it that I was just, like, his voice, like, I just was immediately so turned off by it.
I wish I could say the same. I'm just not.
It was a great episode. Great episode. He's great.
Yeah.
He's a great person. Like, he's a super nice person. Like, he's so open-minded, and, like, they talked about that, and, like, I love that about, you know, a guy in social media too, because, like, you know, sometimes guys are so close-minded where I'm just like, shut the hell up, okay? Just like, you know, appreciate the world just a little bit. But
I'm excited to see, like, what other things he's, like, stars at.
Yeah, and I hope that, like, he gets some big breaks. I also hope Jake Shane gets some big breaks because, like, he's also been trying to get into acting. And...
Oh, my God. Yes. No, I love him, but a person that I want to blow up, I absolutely love.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much. I know, me as well.
I'm
just kidding.
Julia.
Oh, I know.
I love her.
I know. She's so great.
Love her so much. And I just feel like she doesn't get enough, like, credit. She, like, doesn't have that many followers. I mean, for your best friend to be Jake Shane and you're over here sitting at, like, 30K, that could be totally wrong. But, like, that's crazy.
No, I know.
That's crazy.
I love the episodes that she's, like, in. I just, like, sometimes wish, like, my brain worked like theirs. Like, I feel like they're so, like, quippy and then, like... And I just, like, love when they talk, because then they just, like, start talking in, like, their own little lingo. And I'm like, see?
I just wish,
fun.
like,
That's cool.
I didn't care what I said, you know? Like, I feel like I'm always stopping myself and being like, you know, that shouldn't be said. But I think that's the clippy parts, and that's what, you know, brings you to fame.
Yeah. You just have to be yourself.
Well, I just confessed my love to a guy on here that I've met once, and another guy I know called me fat on a dating app. So,
do I have?
That's me putting myself.
I'm like,
out
do
there.
I have any juice? My life is pretty boring. As of late, I could say something. I've started a bad habit in the new year, but I don't know if I can talk about it on the internet. It's not drugs, guys. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything juicy to divulge. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna start my own dating pool, and we're just gonna actually have our own, like, bachelorette on here.
Okay, I'm down. I like to get on other people's hinges. Obviously, I don't have one.
I'll let you on my Facebook dating next time we're together and see what we can go through. Sometimes it'll even give you, like, guys from different states.
I feel like if I had a hinge, it would be so just, like, outlandish. Like, I also feel like sometimes my humor, just, like, people don't understand it. Or, like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm not funny. Maybe because I don't have humor. But, like, I think about stuff all the time, and I'm like, God damn, that is hilarious. Like, if I were to post this on the internet right now, it'd be hilarious. But half the time when I think about it, I'm, like, at work where I can't post it. Mm-hmm. And so then I get home and I'm like, it was funny. It was a funny thought. Like, I'm going to try to, like, replicate the moment, but, like, I can't.
It doesn't. It never works. And like the things that you think are like, oh, this is it. This is it. Yeah, it gets 50 views. Literally 50.
Like, I'm over it. That's also, I'm like, you know what, TikTok? You know
See ya.
what? I'll see you later. Because you're just a battle I cannot win.
Yeah.
You're a battle
Yeah.
I can't win.
You actually never really meant anything to me.
Yeah. You actually never helped a sister out, okay?
Yeah.
You never did anything for me. Other than
that's
rot
fine.
my brain.
Yeah. No, honestly, we can end on that note because me and TikTok got beef. Like,
Yeah, we're
for
beefing.
some reason, I'm not in the algorithm and like, I need to be in there, babe.
I mean, I feel like I just feel it in my bones. Like, stardom. That's like people that I am like friends with or like know, and I like look at them and I'm like, if you were to like post literally anything, you would be famous in 2.5 seconds, and they just like don't have
care.
like the urge or like care. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't care? Well, like, I just lost Kassidy. I just lost Kassidy. What do you mean you don't care? Like, what do you mean you don't want stardom? My new thing now is stardom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
No, I
it's
agree.
a term I'm gonna use in everyday vocabulary. Stardom. You know,
Some people just don't have it in their bones, but us.
or just like I just don't
We do.
understand. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you could, like, you're hilarious. Like, you could be a comedian, or like everyone and their mom would like follow you, and you know, like, what do you mean you don't want to do anything bigger in life than just go to a 9 to 5?
That's my worst
I don't
nightmare.
get it. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
No, we're here. We're here to make it big, and that's what we're working towards. So don't worry. We're going to get there. And doubters out there, keep doubting me. You keep me going.
I thought you
Thank
said
you.
dadders, like dadders,
Doubters.
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 Don't doubt. I was trying to think
Yeah.
of something that rhymed, but it didn't
Don't
work.
doubt me.
I
Don't
almost
doubt
said-
me.
I almost said don't doubt, appreciate, but that's not a saying. Okay, so thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate you. So long, TikTok. See you maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Thank you for coming to our shit talk session. We can't wait for the next one. TikTok, so long, you won't be missed.
You will, just a little bit, but that's okay. All right, bye. Love you guys so much.
Bye, guys.